All right, thanks, guys. Yeah, the rare earth space and battery metal space continues to be very, very hot this year and coming out of last year as well, as we have mentioned many, many times. Happy to have Arena Minerals with us today. William Randall, CEO and president of Arena, joining us today for the first time on the show to talk a little bit about the work the company is doing currently in South America, looking for and developing lithium projects, and also lithium brine, which we'll get into a little bit here because I want to make sure everyone understands, where we are in the process of the metal to when we get to lithium brine. But it's great to have you, William. Welcome. Tell us a little bit about Arena.
Yeah, Brendan, thanks for having me. Arena is a lithium developer with assets, as you mentioned, in South America, actually in the Lithium Triangle, also sometimes referred to as the Saudi Arabia of lithium. It covers parts of northern Argentina, southern Bolivia, and northern Chile. We actually have two assets in that part of the world, and we're looking to produce lithium chloride directly from the evaporation ponds, which is a bit of a novel approach, a bit of a new business model that we hope is going to make a difference in bridging the gap between supply and demand in the lithium space. We're run by a team that's done it before a couple of times, actually, which is rare in the lithium space. And in particularly our executive chairman, Eduardo Morales, who is the genesis and the creator of what's now Albemarle, one of the largest lithium brine producers in the world. He sold the predecessor company to Albemarle for $6.2 billion in 2014. Shortly after that, we teamed up and we built and developed another asset in northern Argentina, which we sold again in 2018 for just under 300 million Canadian. And we're now doing it for the third time with what we think is our best version yet, a bit of a new business model that simplifies the production process, lowers the operating risk, the capital required, and is a lot more environmentally friendly.
We've seen just absolutely amazing growth and growth potential going forward, obviously, in this space. So I want to talk a little bit about the extraction process here and where along the manufacturing line and, right from the extraction through to when a battery is made, this product actually fits, just to make sure everyone understands, what exactly it is we're talking about here.
Yeah, well, the first step, primary producer or looking to be, that's where we're aiming to be in a few years. And from us, this is extraction of the resource in one of the richest parts of the world. And then we're actually partnered with Ganfeng Lithium, who's one of the biggest processors. So, a company like Ganfeng would take our product and process it to produce a lithium carbonate or a lithium hydroxide that would then go into the cathode and or anode producers, and then assembled into the actually battery cells and on into laptops and electric vehicles. So yeah, so we're on the very first step, operating, as I said, up in northern Argentina. And keep in mind that this is a pretty hostile climate up there. We're 4,000 meters above sea level in a high altitude desert, really, with next to no rain, a lot of sunlight, and of course, ideal conditions for lithium production.
Talk a little bit on that further, because it creates an opportunity for the company to work in a very environmentally friendly way, in the sense that we're using solar power and there's a water aspect as well. Tell us a little bit more about how the company itself is dealing with those very harsh conditions.
Yeah, absolutely. So typically, the way lithium brines are processed and produced, we would extract the lithium and they would go through evaporation ponds and then onto a chemical plant. The chemical plant is very energy intensive and uses a lot of fresh water. So what we've done is we've created a process in which we're producing lithium chloride directly from the evaporation pond. So this uses pretty much 100% only solar power, natural solar power, and no fresh water in the process at all. And this is something really key in what we're doing. Not only makes business sense, it's also much more environmentally friendly in an area, of course, that doesn't have lots of fresh water and very little infrastructure. And the local population obviously is supporting us greatly because of this initiative, and also in the permitting process, the ministries, et cetera. So we're really happy to be making a positive difference in that aspect.
When it comes to the overall sector here, we're talking about electric vehicle and battery production, obviously. It's hard to, really put into words the amount of demand and the increase in demand that we have seen to this point and will continue to see in this space. What do you expect from the company's standpoint that growth to look like going forward?
Well, I mean, as you mentioned, we're already experiencing it. Prices have gone from, $10,000 a ton of lithium carbonate all the way to spot prices as high as $80,000 as a result of that gap in supply and demand. I don't think, we're going to keep seeing this massive increase in pricing, but the gap is still going to be there. So we're going to maintain a really nice high price of lithium carbonate going forward. Countries such as Canada have set objectives of 100% of new sales, auto sales, to be EV by 2030. And for us to meet those demands, we're going to have lots of producers, especially in our area of the world, in the Lithium Triangle, that hosts such a large amount of the world's resources. And we hope that our business model is going to be a significant contributor to that growth.
Great time to be in the space. Arena Minerals, we're excited to see where this continues to go in the near future and going forward as well. AN on the TSX Venture Exchange here in Toronto, guys. Also, AMRZF are the tickers. That's the OTC listing. Happy to have William Randall, CEO and President of Arena Minerals, with us. We appreciate your time. Thanks for doing this today.